I think we should talk about the butler, dude, because he's kind of like the backbone for the family. You know, without him, they wouldn't have even got her.
Stevens.
His name is Stevens.
Yes.
The butler or the servant. He was pretty crazy, dude. He was out there.
Yeah, that dude was. He was down for the cause.
He was definitely pretty. He was kind of a weirdo too.
Definitely. He's the one you kind of see him. You get a feeling that he's like not a great dude when he's like shutting down. He shuts up down. He locks down the house. Locks down the fucking. How do you say the cameras? Shuts the cameras.
Security
off.
system.
And you just get this eerie kind of feeling the way he's lit, at least in that scene.
Yeah.
And then that's when him and Grace have this kind of showdown. Desperado style, where she has this huge double barrel shotgun, I think.
Yeah.
It was like an elephant rifle.
Yeah, yes. Like a hunting rifle, right? And she doesn't know that, I guess, the
bullets.
Yeah, the bullets are replica.
They're prop. Yeah. Prop.
Blanks, essentially. And, you know, they're able to get the security system turned off, and they're in the kitchen, and she wants to go through the door. So she tries to kind of strong arm him with the rifle, and it doesn't work because he already knows, you know, because she took the bullets and the rifle that she has for the first half of the movie from the wall of the taxidermy area, which is, I'm assuming we're supposed to, as an audience, know that was left there because, and all the other weapons were taken because they know that those weapons don't work.
Probably.
You know, so she takes them unknowingly, and then...
Because he starts to say, you really think I would, and then she hits him, right?
I would leave live ammunition for you to grab or something.
Yeah.
But it's funny because the whole family's in that room, and they take the axe, everything that they use in the film over and over again. The crossbow, all this stuff is from that wall.
You know what too is I was gonna say, I think those are the only real weapons because the dad kept on saying this is what grandfather would keep tradition was the weapons. Because you remember when the girl was like, I got a fucking gun in my purse, why don't I just go shoot her? Yeah. He's like, no, we got to keep tradition. You know?
But that's why they don't want to, because Grace in the beginning,
you look inside the room.
When Grace in the beginning, when they first say like we have to play hide and seek, right? She's like, don't you guys don't have like a bit of a home advantage? And she kind of hints to the cameras, and she's like, oh no, because like grandfather was a traditionalist, so we won't use anything that he didn't have in his time. Yeah, you know, so that's why they have all the medieval weapons and like the old kind of guns muskets and everything. Yeah. But then it's hilarious, and it kind of shows you how wishy-washy this family is, because when Grace starts, or at least they think, she starts picking everybody off, and they can't get her as easily as they thought they would. They're like, fuck it, let's just use the cameras, dude. Like, fuck tradition.
So the aunt's like, pick and choose.
That aunt was crazy, dude.
I would say she might be, outside of Grace, might be my favorite part of the film.
She was brutal as fuck. She decapitated that one bitch.
Yeah, because they keep
the maid that was still alive.
She gets an arrow in the face, right?
Through
the mouth, and then she's kind of gargling because she's still alive and
which
suffering.
Was kind of comedic because they started to talk again, and then she
would like make noise.
Yeah. That sucks, dude. Like, that shows you how desensitized they were. They were just like, fuck it. I mean, and they even said, we killed one of the maids. Doesn't that count?
They kept trying to look for that as like, oh, maybe we don't have to kill Grace. Yeah. We don't have to kill Grace anymore because we killed all the maids. Like, won't that work for the sacrifice? And they're like, no, it has to be the bride at dawn.
Yep.
And, the aunt, man, she's hilarious. Even just her aesthetic, because if you look up that actress, she looks nothing like that.
Really?
Like they made her look like that.
So the aunt you said would be your second favorite?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's pretty cool.
And she wields that huge ass axe, dude. Like the whole time.
Like Gimli.
The bride still dies.
Yeah, dude, she was adamant on killing that.
I liked Fitch too. He was hilarious. I used to, like,
Don't be a
taking shit
bitch,
and,
Fitch.
Like, learning how to use a crossbow.
Yeah.
A fun a bonus fact. In that YouTube video or whatever video he's watching as a tutorial for the crossbow, that's the actual the filmmakers.
Oh, really?
Oh, really?
That's funny. You said those guys are the ones that did a movie in VHS, right?
Yes. Well, yeah, it is the teddy bear implanted with the nanny cam, where they go they go to that part. They're trying to go to a house party, and they go to the wrong house, and there's like this big kind of like sacrifice happening in the attic.
Wow, so they took almost like that same concept too, where they like sacrifices a lot.
Radio silence, and they also are doing Scream 5, which is exciting.
They're doing Scream 5?
It's already finished, yeah.
Oh.
Radio
Is Sydney
silence.
coming back?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, they got Nev, dude.
No. So,
And it's already filmed. Like,
so the same fools who did this movie that we just watched
are getting or did the new Scream.
That makes sense. That would be cool because it kind of has that comedic relief too.
The cheekiness.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Dewey.
I'm very excited. He's in it too.
No way, Dewey's
Courtney
in it too?
Cox, the Holy Trinity, bro. All of them.
Man, no way.
Of course.
I wonder who the killer's going to be this time.
That'd be sick if it was Nev, dude.
The whole time?
Where she just like snaps and she's like...
She has dementia because she's old.
She's not that old, bro. Come on, man.
She's old, bro. He had dementia.
She's like 45, man.
It's almost 50.
You're like 39. Gonna be 39.
She's still close, bro. Anyways.
Wild Things, bro. Just watch Wild Things.
That was many moons ago.
Alright, back to the movie. I'm sorry for being gross.
Well, that's really cool that they're going to be doing the new Scream. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I hope it's like, in the vein of this last one that we watched.
I think so. I think they're kind of setting up their own style, you know what I mean? And for them to get a huge property like that, it's going to open more doors. Because people, I'm assuming they seem very excited about it. We seem very excited about it. Yeah. They're going to go watch it, you know?
You remember? Remember when those girls were like, that's a classic slasher film? And it was Scream?
Oh, yeah. Scream and I Know What You Did Last Summer. Go ahead.
I was going to say, that lets you know that even the younger, I guess, younger than us generation.
Do you think they were younger than us?
Younger than me for sure, dude. I'm old, right? No, they were probably like 26, 28.
All right.
So 10 years younger than me, maybe. Especially because that one was like, yeah, you didn't know that? That's like classic horror film, slasher films.
Just so you know what we're talking about, James and everyone listening. The other day we were getting ready to do an episode. And we were at my place of employment, I'll say. So we're going up in the elevator and these two ladies get on. And we both happen to have slasher shirts on. Atlas with his Scream classic, the original Scream print, and then me with the Cavity Colors I Know What You Did Last Summer, which happened obviously to be related, in more ways than one. And one of the girls actually, they looked up and realized what it was, and got super excited and was like, "Nice shirt, you guys." And then I think the one on the left was like, asked Atlas what his shirt was, and she was like, Scream. And then the other chick got kind of like weirded out and was like, you don't know what Scream is?
Yeah, she put it on the spot and was like, yeah, those are like classic slasher films, bro. Like,
yeah,
kind of like, what the fuck's the matter with you? But yeah, for them to say classic,
yeah, I was like, oh shit,
that lets you know that Scream 5 is.
People are hungry.
Yeah, I know. I want to see them. I still haven't seen 4, but I'll get there. I love Ghostface, dude. That character's sick. Even in a Scary Movie, he's really dope in Scary Movie, dude. What's up? So what was your favorite parts, dudes?
Mine would have to be the ending.
The explosions?
The randomness of them imploding was hilarious.
Well, because
how they thought they're like, oh, it's not real, it's fake. Yeah, we're okay. The sun's out, and then all of a sudden the ant explodes, and then everyone one by one.
Yeah,
like the sister with her 2 kids, like they run off, so that you don't have to see kids explode, but you see the splatter from them from
and
the
you
hallway.
hear them. You hear them.
Yeah, that was hilarious to me. That's probably the best scene.
At first, I thought when that was happening, I thought, holy shit, they're vampires. Mm-hmm. They're kind of like they have that characteristic because the bigger guy, Fitch, was kind of like acting like if he was going to be burned by the sun, So I was like, are these vampires? But then when they exploded or imploded or whatever, do you remember earlier in the movie when they were talking about the other family that didn't play along? Mm-hmm. And they were like, oh,
yeah, their house burned down.
Yeah, and he's like, well, that's what they told the media, but what really happened was...
You don't want to know.
Yeah. So I'm assuming that's what happened to them? To that other family?
Or something, or maybe it's like it's different for your punishment is different for every family,
Yeah, because also at the end of the film, the house burns down. So I'm like wondering, is this the same scenario that happened to the other family?
Yeah, it's meant there to be kind of like open ended, I think. But it's definitely important to bring up right now that the aunt goes against LaBelle.
Yeah.
LaBelle's wishes, because you have to play fair. You can't cheat. And they lost. Mm-hmm. And Grace won fair and square. She survived till dawn. And
she had like a force field around her.
Yeah, pretty much. And the aunt gets mad and she's like, I'm sorry that things didn't work out, but I'm never going to fail you again. The girl still dies.
Yeah.
And she goes after her with the axe, and that's kind of sets off this chain reaction of implodes for their family. So my question is, if the aunt hadn't have taken those drastic kind of measures to cheat, essentially in the game, not follow LaBelle's rules, would that have happened? Or was she...
You know what? I don't think so, dude. What do you think, James?
I think they were, regardless if they broke the rules or not, but I think they would have exploded anyways because they failed to complete the ritual. Okay. And I think that's the whole point of them. Exploding. The reason for why they were so edgy towards the end of the movie.
So the punishment for them imploding would have happened even if the LaBelle's box were to pulled out checkers, and someone was like, I don't want to fucking play checkers, and they didn't play checkers the whole night,
they would still blow up.
They would still blow up in the morning.
Yeah, I think so.
because even what's his name, Daniel, even says like, this shit happens to like so many people I don't even know in this family. And he starts naming off all these people, and then he's like, it's happened so many different times, like it's hard to keep track. So I wonder if that's actually really happened as a scenario, where someone gets married into the family, they pull fucking tic-tac-toe, and there's like, I'm not gonna play that, and then they go to sleep, and then they wake up dead. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Just explode.
They explode in the fucking mattress. But yeah, I think the aunt kind of triggered that, dude, because there was like 30 to 45 seconds where nothing happened when they opened the thing, and then the dad was like, what do we do now? Like, he was kind of like, okay, it's over, but then the aunt rushed Samara,
because LaBelle was there, because he gives her a nod. He gives Grace a nod that she's won, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which leads me to believe, like, was there a chance, like, or did the aunt just rush the process, like they were gonna explode eventually, but just not, it wasn't instant?
Also because when Grace was talking to Alex, he was like, you just have to play. It doesn't matter if you win or lose, you just have to play. Mm-hmm. So almost like she was playing by the rules, the family didn't play by the rules, so it makes her The predecessor?